what's going on here? Today we'll be taking a look at Transformers Studio Series Transformers One Thundercracker. Here's his packaging. Let's take a look closer at his packaging. Here's up a bit. Oh. Nice picture of Thundercracker on the box. Here's jet mode. Transformers Studio Series Transformers One. All that nice stuff. In the box we can see his right in there with a smile. He does have 29 steps to transform him. On the side, that same picture of Thundercracker, Studio Series Transformers 1. On the other side, the remainder of this picture on the front. And yeah, he is a deluxe class. On the bottom, nothing. On the top, Thundercracker Transformers 1. And on the back, he got his robot mode. Again, 29 steps, and his little blurb, it reads, as a member of the High Guard, Thundercracker is singularly focused on destroying Sentinel Prime. Is he really? Don't remember that from the movie. But okay, there he is in his box. So let's take him out to take a close look at him. There he is out of the box. Let's get close to the details. Let's take a look at his face first. So we're going to zoom in to his face. There's his nice Thundercrackery face. Very nice. It's done. With a red visor. Kind of aviator sunglasses. Looks nice. I do like it. Silver face. Very stoic. Nice squared off head. Gets the same chest. Starscream. No changes there for that. No real paint on the shoulders, just blue. Got a cockpit. Some gray, flat gray for the hips here. Dark gray for the legs. Some gunmetal gray paint on the shins. That looks pretty nice and shiny. Look at that. And that same flat gray for the feet here. It's kind of interesting. That's the only two places that gray exists, which is kind of weird. In the back, not much. No. You got that flat gray again up here. Some more gunmetal gray there. Nice blue wings with a red stripe and more gunmetal gray. Very sparkly there. Yeah. All in all, it looks pretty nice. Accessory wise, well, he's wielding them on the shoulders. The guns here, shoulders, which are tri-barreled Gatling guns. They look nice. I do like tri-barreled Gatling guns. And that is all he gets. He does not get Starscream's fin. He does not get Starscream's fin. And he does not get Starscream's awkwardly shaped gun. He only gets his two Gatling guns. So, moving on to articulation. For the head, can look down, can't look up on that ball joint, but if you untab the neck, you can look up. You can get the flying poses, looking nice. You can look up now. It has some side to side, and you can of course rotate all the way around. It's pretty good. I do like the head. Shoulders can rotate all around, but they'll hit the wings back here. But they can rotate all around. Can open up that far. The shoulder pads can move up. Yeah, that's about as far as the arm will go anyway. You do get a bicep swivel just above the elbow. Though the cut looks like it's up here, but it's above the elbow. Let's get over 90 degrees of bend, slightly over. No wrists, which I would have loved to get some wrists, but yeah, the fists are nicely sculpted like Starscreams, the same sculpt. It doesn't get a waist because of how he transformed, which is kind of sad. He can kick forward though, all the way. He can kick back. And he can do the full splits, almost. He does get a thigh swivel. Gets a knee bend, over 90 degrees of knee bend, pretty deep. The toes can point down, and you don't get any ankle tilt, just like Starscream. Yeah. There is Thundercracker in board mode, and yeah, it's pretty nice overall. I do like it. So for comparison, a more important one here is with Starscream, and yes, as you can see, there's some retooling. Well, a new head, the new wings instead of the backpack. The turnable wings on the ball joint. He's got static wings; they don't turn. Painted on both sides. Everything else is pretty much the same. The cockpit, which many people thought it was retooled, it's not. It's just painted a little further down than Starscreams. You can see that. The same section below here that is painted over here. Pretty much the same thing. He does get some new tooling for the chest there. Instead of the vents on Starscream, he gets a couple lines. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, for the most part, everything it's exactly the same. It just gets different paint applications to make it slightly different. Yeah, all in all, they do look very nice together. I do like them. Can't wait for Cyborg to actually be released. Hopefully, we'll get to see him on the SDCC's Transformers panel tomorrow. Or today, when you're watching this, technically, but we'll see. Yeah, all in all, pretty nice. More comparisons. Here he is with Deluxe Power Glide, and yes, he's quite a bit taller than Power Glide. Though they cost the same, you get more figure for Thundercracker than you do for Power Glide. And here he is with Steelers Series G1 Thundercracker. And yeah, he's a darker blue. Very nice blue. I do like that blue on him. And just fun, here he is with Cybertron Starscream. You can see they share somewhat the same, similar look. This guy has not been repainted into anything. Still waiting for some kind of repaint. Hope we'll get something there. And yeah. That is it for comparisons. So, one more thing you can do with his accessories, instead of just keeping them on the shoulders, he can actually wield them in his hands. And yeah, they work well because they're a little short for null rays, but he can wield them as large tri-barreled pistols. It looks pretty nice. Guns akimbo, as they say. Yeah, he is with guns. Now for transformation, if you have the guns removed, you do want to stick them on his shoulders because they need to be there for transformation. Otherwise, it gets a little awkward to put him in once he's in jet mode. Anyway, I'm gonna raise his arms all the way, like so for now. Then you wanna come down here and onto the wings and pull them down one notch, like so. There you go. Then for the legs, we'll come to the back, open up the calf panels here, like so. You want to untab the thruster, move it up slightly, and then you're ready to go. You want to come to the chest. You want to untab his head first, move it up, back, tap his chest there, like so. You want to come back here, untab these sections from his back, so you can then move this up and out. Then you want to rotate this whole chest assembly up and sit his head in the space for it right there. Then you can unfold his nose cone, the rest of his nose cone, so it's straight, like so. You want to come in here under his chest, move it up, open up the cockpit section here and pull it forward. Then you can tab it in the rest of the nose cone and straighten out the nose cone and tab it in like so, and then just tab everything in to his chest. Then finish moving this up, I'll tab into place like so. Then you can rotate these hinges back so the little tabs are facing in, and it'll tab into these slots on the top part of the canopy. Gotta be in the correct place to tab in. There you go. And you can tab in the top part of the jet place. Now for the legs, you want to fold in the leg, and you'll see that this notch here will tab in to that square peg on his crotch there. Kind of awkward, but that one right there in his crotch. So this notch will tab in there like so. And same thing with the other side. Open, fold them up, and tab them in. This notch, and then you can tab them in the center. Like so. Then you want to come up here and you want to fold thruster, and the square port there will tab into that square peg right there. You'll feel it tab in. Same thing on the other side. Like so, and the other side we'll do the same thing. Once they're pegged in, you can move these panels up and they will tab in right there. Like so, and same thing on the other side. Move the panel, tab it in. Then you can fold in the feet. Like so. Then you want to come down here, bring down the arms and the forearms here, 2 tabs. It will tab in to the notches on the hinge right there, this one and that one. Like so. And like so. And then you can come here with wings and tab in, tabbing the wing here. Tabbing the side like so, and then you can come in and fold the shoulder pads up. You want to unfold them from the shoulder forward like that, like so, and then they'll come together in the center, and this tab here will slide into that notch right there, and they should come in like so. The guns will slide in under the knee pad, so that's why you want them in there, because otherwise you can't actually get them in there when everything's transformed. And there you go. There is Thundercracker in his jet mode. He's in his jet mode, and it's a pretty nice jet mode. I do like this jet mode. It's pretty nice. Very aerodynamic, except for the bottom part. But yeah, like on the side, you can see he's just all folded up in there with the hands, not doing anything. If they ever do this in a Voyager size, I'm pretty sure they can hide the hands away. Otherwise, yeah, it's okay for what it is. I do like it. Like I said, he doesn't get Starscream's fin here. We'll see that in a bit with the comparisons. And he doesn't get his gun here. But you can give both to him. I'll show that off when I get Starscream here. But otherwise, yeah, pretty nice. He doesn't have any landing gear or skiffs or anything like that. He just sits on the tabs on the guns and the back of his legs here, the feet. Pretty stable. But yeah, no landing gear, no nothing to speak of. Jet mode, you get some guns on the side here with a red stripe. All the gunmetal gray that was hidden on his back is now visible. Very nice looking. You get the flat gray now front and center. Yellow cockpit. You get the side panels here done in gunmetal gray, which is pretty nice. Yeah, the arm just hanging out there. Not much you can do about that one. All in all, yeah, pretty nice jet mode. So let's move on to comparison. So for comparison, here he is with Power Glide. Yeah, he's a bit larger than Power Glide. Oh. But not by much. Got a lot of stuff under the plane. The Power Glide doesn't, but hey. Here he is with Cybertron Starscream. You can see certain design cues there. Here he is with the other Studio Series Thundercracker, and yeah, he's quite a bit larger. And last but not least, here he is with Transformers 1 Starscream. And yeah, you can see the difference in the wings now. Yeah, as I said, everything else is the same except for the little vents here. They got retooled. And the wings, of course, new wings. Apart from that part's the same on both of them. Just on Starscream it's not painted, but yeah, the wing starts right about there. So yeah, same here. Just past that part. Otherwise, yeah, the mold's exactly the same. Now, yes, as I said before, you can take Starscream's little fin here, and you can pop it onto Thundercracker. Do that if you really want to. And of course, you can take Starscream's gun here from under his jet mode and tab it in the same way onto Thundercracker. Like so, into the tab, and then that slot tabs into that tab over there, over here. Like so, and yeah, there you go. There he is with Starscream's fin and his gun. And yeah, now he has a ton of guns. He has 9 guns pointing forward. Well, 10 if you count that thing there. You can use both. Like that. And it's okay. I mean, the blue is a different shade of blue than Thundercrackers. It's a bit brighter, as you can see. Not quite the same shade of blue there. But yeah, overall it looks okay. If you want to do that, of course. You don't have to. And yeah, this thing just looks out of place because it's all tan, off-white here. Now, there is Thundercracker and Starscream. Overall, pretty good. Overall, yeah, he's a pretty nice figure. I like the mold. I liked Starscream. I like Thundercracker. I'm probably gonna like Skywarp when he's released. Yeah, very recommendable mold. I mean, yeah, he's lacking waist and some ankle tilts, but what you gotta do? That's the downfall of it. Not downfall of you know. What you have to put up with for this mold. But otherwise, it's a pretty good mold. Lots of fun to have. The guns are nice. I do like them. You can give him other guns. I give him this sword. Yeah. Pop quiz. Do you know where this sword came from? Post down in the comments if you know. Otherwise, yeah, I really do like him. If you want to get one for your own, you can hit the link in the description and the pinned comment below. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Like, comment, and subscribe below. Hit the bell to get notified of future videos. And yeah, again, thanks for watching. Bye.